Hey, it's really hot today. I just want to kind of start the day off right now since I was kind of busy earlier. It's like 2:30, so I still have a little bit of time to kill before going to get the baby because she doesn't get up till like 3:30. Um, I found the yoga pants at these at Ross for like $8, which isn't bad, and they're like thin, they'll do. I couldn't find sweats though that were like cheap. They were $13 or something, and like since they started cashing the checks that I've written, I don't want to obviously I don't want to do an overdraft, but the good thing is I'm getting paid tomorrow, so I think I'm just gonna have to try to look for them on Saturday or tomorrow night, and see what happens. What's the other thing I was gonna say? But yeah, so I kind of woke up on the earlier side today. Apparently my boyfriend had gone by my house, but then decided against it because he wanted to let me sleep in a little. And he had to go get medicine at his house because he was kind of having like an asthma, not an asthma attack, but like he had like these weird allergy attacks. So yeah, but then we met up in Glendale around 11 so I can go look for the pants. And it's really hot. So yeah, and then now I'm just waiting for the baby to get out. So anyways, I'm gonna go kill some time at Barnes & Noble or Urban Outfitters or whatever and see what happens. Hey people, wow, I look terrible. Sorry, I just washed my face and I'm breaking out everywhere. Probably because I have been sleeping well and eating well, even though I've been trying to, I've told you guys how I've been trying to get on a healthier diet. But with all this running around and not planning, which is what my fault is, it's just been kind of hectic. But anyways, I'm back home. I went to work and then I came back and stuff. I try not to film so much like going to work or during work, just because baby gets impatient, or things come up and I have to like get them done right away. And then the other thing is because it helps not, like, sometimes the baby likes to take the camera away from me, or the phone away from me, and film herself, and then it's really cute actually. Or she likes me to film her, or she wants to film me, but mostly she's just filming herself. So, like, it gets kind of hectic. Anyway, I actually found I was looking at some books at Barnes & Noble for a little while I kill time. So I managed to look at a really cool book from like the Intern Queen, and I think I might be getting it soon because I'm thinking of doing internships now about auditions on Saturday. They got moved. Actually, while I was at work, like right when I got out, I saw this thing, and it was like, or no, it was actually during work. I saw like a Facebook thing popped up, and I'm like, okay, like I could check my phone at work. Like my boss usually doesn't mind unless like I'm, it's distracting me from like helping the baby do something that maybe she's not supposed to be doing. But like for the most part, if I have the baby under control, she's like, whatever. Especially if I have to take it sometimes, obviously I apologize, but for the most part, like if she's reading to the baby, that's usually when I look at it. So anyway, so yes, I got a notice that it's been moved to May 15th, I believe. It's a Wednesday, so now I have to ask for like another day to get help, which is the only annoying part. But at least it gives me time to actually get the sickle cell, which is the last thing I need. Really, and like I can get that done next week and I'm good. Like I just need to set up an appointment. And I'm really like, I don't know what's going on with my face. So anyway. So yeah, so that's been moved, and at least I get to practice more and perfect it. So I pretty much got the novelty dance down, which is the burlesque song from Christina Aguilera, and then I got the fight song, which is like the cheery straight palm routine. I just need to work a little bit on my legs and my pirouettes, because I tend to do 1.5 pirouettes instead of two full pirouettes. So, but I'm getting better at it, so I'm gonna keep practicing that. I told my sister what I should do is probably just concentrate on those 2 dances like this whole next week. I'm not gonna be attending the clinics anymore, not because I don't like them, but they just like it's a lot of me missing work, and that's like not right either, because like my bosses rely on me, and yes, I have my mom, but she also has to like take care of her things, like she has an appointment set up and that kind of stuff. So yeah, which reminds me, I need to start looking for a doctor like pronto. Since I have insurance now, I get to actually pick almost any doctor I want. I mean, you could do that with HMO, but I have PPO now, which means I have like, I can pick nice-ish doctors. You know, I wish there was like a 1-800-doctors thing, just like they have 1-800-dentists, so you could find out what like doctors are great, because like I don't know if it's just bad luck. Like, I've had really awesome doctors, but lately I've noticed that like either there's like really crappy doctors out there that like they really don't know their stuff, and or they just like running up the bill, or they take forever to get back to you, or they're never there. Or the last doctor I had was actually really amazing. Like, he totally understood my whole like, you know, allergy nasal problem. But his nose was worse than Michael Jackson's. You know, God rest his soul, but still. He had no nose. At all. It was just a little septum thing. It seriously looked like a cadaver's nose. It was... My boyfriend went in there with me, Michael, poor Michael, and he kept looking like, is that your doctor? And he could, like, at first he was just, like, freaked out until, like, my doctor started talking and, like, showing that he knew, you know, his stuff. And my boyfriend's like, oh, well, he must know, like, he obviously is going through something similar because he has, like, a surgery thing going on. But he has a really good doctor, just a little creepy to go by yourself. Although he did have, like, a nurse practitioner, but the only bad thing is that his medical group, which was, like, a Regal Medical Group, is known to, like, be pretty bad. Like, not in terms of the well, yeah, in terms of some of the most of the doctors, and getting things done, pretty much. But yeah, so I have to start looking for a doctor. But and then like my other doctor, the doctor I had before that, like when I had like healthy families and I was still like, you know, minor and everything, a kid. She's awesome. She actually replaced another doctor I had because he retired, and he was an army doctor who was awesome. He was awesome. Like, he was always there and very attentive. But she is really good. She's really sweet. She's very comprehensive. But she only works like 2 days out of the week at the office. Apparently she's menopausal now. She's going through menopause right now. So she has these weird moments where she's either really hot and she gets agitated and she's like screaming at you and she's just like having a fit and hormonal, or she's perfectly fine. Or she's just hormonal, or everything's going on. So yeah. So I need to find a doctor pronto, because I was waiting so long for this thing, and now I have it, and now I have to get, like, you know, my boss was like, but you look so healthy, and I'm like, yeah, I used to think I was the healthy one, because I never got sick when I was little, but, lately, and I know this is, like, super personal, but, like, you know, whatever, so, mainly, it's my allergies, because I have allergies basically year-round, and it makes my eyes dry. So it makes it feel like I can't see, so it's affecting my vision. I can't hear anymore because, like, my ears just, it's gross, but yeah, they get, I don't know, I can't hear right. It's like, it's not even like that they're actually dirty or anything. Like, I know this sounds so gross, but, like, because you know, every time I shower and wake up and stuff, I clean my ears and stuff, but I can't hear very well sometimes, or it just feels like my ears keep popping and getting like clogged, but they're not. It's weird, or maybe they are, but it's just like so internal. My nose constantly feels stuffy and I can't smell shit. Like, literally, I can't even smell that. Like, I can't smell anything. And yeah, there's like other issues, and I know it's part of it apparently is because I have a deviated septum, so that actually might be part of the reason. And I don't know. And the other part might just be I'm just have really bad allergies. But it started like after a while, and the thing is that my mom started noticing it because like my glasses don't sit right, but they said that might actually be a cosmetic thing because it's also like up here, so it's like this part and then up here. So yes, I might need to get a nose job, but it's like I'm not an advocate for plastic surgery. I feel like everyone should be natural and everything. Like, you know, it's one thing to dye your hair and put makeup on, and the other thing to like completely change your face and your body. You know, I don't want to, like, I'm not one to judge, but just personally, like, it freaks me out. Because you're basically putting your life at risk because people have died on the table for something that's like not necessary, unless it's like, you know, a breast reduction where it's starting to affect your back and other, you know, functions, daily like natural functions, and becoming a health issue, because you know that does happen, so that's perfectly acceptable. And you know, like, you know, if you break your nose in an accident and you need to have reconstructive surgery, or you know something happens to your face where like you really need to have reconstructive surgery, or let's say you're a breast cancer survivor but you got a double mastectomy where like they basically were left with like no boobs or like deformed boobs, and you want reconstructive surgery and a plastic surgery for that, that's totally fine. That's one, you know, thing where it's like, yeah, you deserve to feel normal like that. But then there's also the people that do it out of pure vanity, and then they become obsessed with it. You know, like, teenagers are still growing. I don't think you, as a 16, even 18-year-old, you need a boob job. That's just, like, you know, that's another extreme of self-esteem. Like, one thing is, like, you know, a double mastectomy, you got something taken away from you. And you've, like, a lot of them are left with just, it's a deformity. It's not like, you know, oh, they're too small or they're a slightly lopsided, because everyone basically has, like, one boob bigger than the other. But, like, you know, it's like you got scarred and you were left, you know, with something that you were naturally born with. You got that taken away from you. Or, you know, when it's something where, like, you can't function. So, anyway. But yeah, that's the main thing. The other thing is, I think I might have mentioned this, but lately, for the past few months, actually, I'm not sure if it's a stress, it's like an ulcer, or if it might be something more serious or related with something else, but basically, and it's not like, guys, earmuffs, it's not like necessarily when that time of the month comes. I mean, it doesn't mean, like, how do I say this? Okay, so basically, I get like a throbbing pain on my right side, and it's where I guess like my right ovary would be. And it's just, it doesn't matter if it's like, if it's that time of month or not, it just hurts. And the reason that actually it worries me more than maybe it should, or, you know, I'm getting kind of too ahead of myself, is because I had a friend of mine who actually ended up having cysts, or they're benign and everything. Like, I mean, it wasn't like a cancer thing, thank God. But they were just cysts or whatever. It was, I think it's called POCS. It's polycystic something syndrome, something like that. I'm not quite, I forgot the exact meaning, but it's like polycystic ovarian cyst syndrome, something like that. You guys should look it up, or I'll link it below, like the right word and everything. But basically, she was having like super heavy stuff, and it hurt, and there were these like cysts that potentially could actually be, later down the line, could actually be pretty dangerous to her health. So, and it's actually not that uncommon, but it's basically, I mean, like, cysts are not supposed to be there. And they basically go into your uterus and stuff, and it's painful and it's dangerous. So that's what scares me the most. But anyway, so I just want to get that checked out, make sure everything's fine. I also want to just get like regular, I mean, I know I had a sports physical, but I want to get like the actual physical, make sure all my blood levels are fine, and and I want to go to the dermatologist and like all this stuff, kind of induce myself in medical treatments. Not unnecessary, obviously, but just like make sure everything is functioning fine. Be very preventive in my care. A few months ago, or it's been about a little over a month, that my grandmother passed away, and she had diabetes, and it runs in my family. So I also want to just start, I think a lot of the issues with maybe like our parents and generations, like, their generation and generations before them, is they didn't really care for preventative care until they caught something. And then it was either, some people luckily caught it in time, but it's still harder to reverse. And some people got it too late, and, they could have prevented it, or they could have, prevented how damaging whatever it was is. So it's just basically that. I just want to make sure all my preventative care, everything's good. I'm eating right. If I have to change diets a little, do that. So that kind of thing. So yeah, anyway, so I got home and I started watching Grey's Anatomy, which was awesome. I loved Vanessa Morano I think she did a really good job. I know some people don't like her, like my sister's like about her on Switched at Birth, but I really like her. And I think Kepner's gonna finally lose her virginity next week. So yeah, I was watching that and finishing the Gautier SNL thing. And yeah, anyway, I have to go to bed early because I'm actually dropping my sister off at school tomorrow. So yeah, I should probably go to sleep. Oh, and thankfully all my checks that I had written, like my bed check cleared, my insurance check cleared today as well. So although I have very little money, tomorrow is payday, so that's good. So it's like I don't have to worry about it, and I don't have to worry like, oh my god, when is this check gonna come in? Because that was really stressing me out. Even though I knew I had the money there, but still, it's like I can breathe now. So yeah, anyway, if you want to leave any comments down below, go ahead, you know the drill, and also don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, see you guys tomorrow.